Hi, I'm Joe Dante. This is Trailers from Hell. Now we're going to take a look at what is actually not Humphrey Bogart's best picture, and in fact, it's nobody's favorite Humphrey Bogart picture, and certainly not his. It's called The Return of Dr. X. It's the only time he ever played a monster, and as a result has a certain novelty value. But, you know, for those of us who like these kind of pictures, it's kind of fun. Here it is.
X, weird symbol of humanity's most dangerous secret.
After Bogart made his splash as the killer Duke Mantee in The Petrified Forest, Warner Brothers cast him in mostly gangster supporting roles, but also miscast him pretty often as Mexican, as Irishman, whatever. But he hung in there until George Raft's cast-off role in The Maltese Falcon changed everything for him. In 1933, the original Dr. X had been a hit for Warner Brothers, made in two different versions, one black and white and one in color. And Brian Foy, the head of Warner Brothers B-Pictures division, decided to resurrect the property with this bogus sequel, in which Humphrey Bogart plays a vampire-like character vaguely related to the original Dr. Xavier. Bogart made no secret of hating this assignment, which he personally begged Jack Warner to let him out of. But like a good contract player, he acquiesced and hated every minute of it. He was too professional to let it show, but he does look pretty uncomfortable in his pancake makeup and streak of white hair. If that makeup recalls Boris Karloff, it would probably be because this project was originally intended as a vehicle for Karloff, a few years earlier when he was under contract to Warner Brothers. Bela Lugosi was slated to play the co-star role that John Lytell now plays here, the scientist who resurrects the executed Dr. X, who now needs blood to survive. It was typical at the time to give new directors a shot at B-pictures, so this was Vincent Sherman's first. He had worked with doctors before as a dialogue director, and he claimed he learned everything he needed to know about the visual side on this picture from cameraman Sid Hickox.
I should really kill you, Flake, for what you've done to me.
Only give me a little longer.
1 week, that's all.
There's a killer loose in the city, and you can help us find him.
I told you I don't know anything.
What about that fella Kane?
What about Kane?
My work ended not in failure, but in disaster. Disaster for me, disaster for Mr. X. The necessity for additional transfusions of human blood became increasingly frequent. Gentlemen, I am responsible for
The tone is pretty breezy for a horror film, with newspaper comedy elements vying with the horror stuff. Warner's made few horror films, but they often worked, as in Walking Dead and Beast with Five Fingers. This one's only fair, but it looks as good as an A picture, and the cast is full of people who went on to bigger things. As for Bogart, as much as he hated doing this one, it wasn't the worst picture he thought he ever made. That distinction resides with the hillbilly wrestling musical, Swing Your Lady.